What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mel here for another classic review, and I'm going to do something different. As you know, I usually do reviews on shows that are a bit more mature. When's the last time I did a review on a classic episodes from Thomas the Tank Engine? I'm talking about the old ones. I'm talking about the model series. You remember those? And those are the ones I grew up when I was a kid. But it's the set when it talks about a scary episode that really piques my mind right here. One of these two, there have been many. Like you got Henry Gets Spooked. You have Stephanie Gets Lost, but these two have to be my favorite ones. The first one being from season 2. Ghost Train, or retitled Percy's Ghostly Trick, which came out in season 2. And how long was season 2? 1986. Yeah. And also another one, Duncan Gets Spooked, which came out in 1998 for season 5. Oh boy. The atmosphere of these two episodes, including the design, the eeriness, the spookiness, oof. Even the music score by Michael Donald and Junior Campbell, man, that is cinema level music score right there. And to this day, these music scores are still used in these, fan-made horror stories of Thomas. Like, okay, I've seen some of them. I do have my favorite channels. The one I watch they mostly focus on the scary stuff, like spooky ones. Like, oh, everything's not real. Surprise, motherfucker, is real. So the two episodes we focus on is Ghost Train and Duncan Gets Spooked. And before we begin, did you subscribe to the channel? If so, well then, time to relive your childhood, or say your nightmare. So yeah, everybody knows what Thomas the Tank Engine is. It's based on the Railway series by the Reverend Audrey, and started out from being models to whatever we have now. And to tell you the truth, I've heard my seasons were from seasons 1 to 5. Those were the best seasons of all until the movies show up and then dropped like a sack of meat. But yeah, over the years, I think it was 2 years ago, they released the lead scenes for season 5, most specifically of Duncan Gets Spooked, where we get a good look at the ghost engine before falling off the bridge. And fun fact, this is actually the Scarloli model they use. They had just repainted it blackish red and rigged it so when it gets to the bridge, it falls off. But still, the atmosphere, especially Percy's ghostly trick. The set, Jesus Christ, even the opening, including the eerie music score with the owl hooting. Yeah, I still remember when I saw that when I was a kid. I saw this in VHS when I was a kid. Of Ghost Train, that scared the shit out of me. And also the other one, Percy, Thomas, and the Dragon, which the music score, it knows how to scare the shit out of you when you're a kid. And these two episodes are iconic for a reason. Especially Duncan Gets Spooked, because you see many people recreate this episode, including expand it, most specifically the lore of who was this engine that fell off the bridge. And fun fact, this is the only fatality of an engine we see on screen, literally just falling off the bridge right there. And his ghost keeps trying to cross the other side. Man, and as for Percy's Ghostly Trick, it's actually based on one of the stories of the Railway series as well. Well, Duncan Gets Spooked is actually original to the series here. I'm sorry, but with Percy's Ghostly Trick, I think this is the first spooky episode for season 2 back in the 80s. Jesus Christ. The opening, we see the viaduct still under construction with that eerie music. And we hear this engine whistle, and you see the train passing by. Like, we hear, like, I think it was Percy narrating the quote. What he said. I remember the narrating, which the quotes are iconic. Like, on every year, on the day of the accident, as a roar passing by. Damn, I forgot the quote, but you know which one I'm talking about. The owl hooting and the engine's whistle. Whew, that scared the hell out of me. But Rusty's story of the ghost engine, and it was like, was it a story or did it happen? I'm sorry, but what the hell did we just saw? And this episode was directed by David Min. Wait, did he direct the other one? Let me see. Let's see. Percy Gets Spooked. Yeah, he directed Percy's Ghostly Trick. Yeah, he directed it. But these are episodes that are a lot iconic over the years. Has a more, fan base. And people like to recreate episodes of this. If you go on YouTube, you have a bunch. More popular channels like Rainiers Productions, Shunter Productions, or Soldrian Productions. I recommend those channels. They're awesome. I think there's another one I can't remember. They make good quality haunted stories on the Railway series, period. I recommend it. And enjoy it as well. Whew. But yeah, let's focus on these two. So yeah, let's start with Ghost Train, which is the first spooky one, which, I'm sorry, but when you see that opening of the Ghost Train passing by, like, you don't even suspect that's going to be the opening. Until you realize it's just Percy telling about that his drivers heard it last night. Of course, Thomas being, this is when Thomas being a total jackass here at the time. Of course, the driver says, neither do I. It was a pretend ghost on television. Yeah, of course, that sounds Percy entering one night during a run, which, okay, let's start with look at the set here, design here. It's dark, you see dead trees, the fog everywhere. It gives this eerie look until Percy hits a lime cart, and yeah, it turns ghostly white. Which, of course, if you recall, he wants to play a trick on Thomas for teasing him. Of course, Toby joins in and tells Thomas that Percy had an accident and that his ghost is coming to look for him. Which, of course, Thomas doesn't believe until Percy shows up and scares the living hell out of Thomas. When he sees Percy, he just say, "Oh, I'm about to get late. I want to see a cut about you know." And he runs out, chickenish. Next morning, we see Thomas at the station, and Percy had questions. Well, where were you? Well, actually, it was actually Toby. Until he hears Percy's whistle, and he just leaves quickly. Of course, Percy arrives. Of course, he believes that Thomas just saw a ghost right there. Yeah, Percy likes to tease Thomas about that. And of course, we get Duncan Gets Spooked, which is the most iconic one of all. If you want real spookiness, this is the most iconic one. And everybody knows it because a lot of people reviewed it, like the Unlucky Tug. Check out his channel. He did a review on this one. Which agree, atmosphere, music, cinema. And this is before everything was baby washed, like, hey, we don't want everybody to feel scared. No. Look at, everybody has to be happy. Here, fuck that. Scare the shit out of everybody. People need to learn that the real world is a scary place and of the unknown. This is a perfect example of how to scare the shit out of people. It scared me, and I enjoyed horror films. I just like how Rusty tells the story right there. And the image of the engine crossing the bridge, and you have the moon with the fog rising up the old iron bridge. Man, that is beautiful right there. I don't want you to look better One from Ghost Train or this? I think Viaduct looks better because it looks more eerie. And you see the full moonlight. You have this one, the Viaduct, and the other of the watermill as the engine passes by. Jesus Christ. Even the music, when they use this, and it's on YouTube, you actually listen to the music, damn. It gives you that atmosphere, the feeling right there. You're like, yep, you're in for something. And to tell you the truth, it could, but the ending's different. Unlike personally, like playing the trick, Duncan thought he saw the ghost when he tried to cross the bridge. And did he saw a ghost? Or was it just imagination? And that's what I like, because you don't know what he actually saw. And you got these, if you see like other YouTube channels that create this story, they make sure that Duncan actually saw a ghost. But his drivers didn't. That's why it makes it pretty unique. Damn. As for the narrators, okay, for Duncan Gets Spooked, you have two narrators. For the British version, you have Michael Angelis. And the US, Alec Baldwin. Okay, and for season 2's, I don't know. Wait, who was the narrator for season 2? Oh, yeah. Beatles legend Ringo Starr. And George Collin for the US version back in the 80s. So, yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't know who said it better, but hey. When it comes to iconic ghost stories, hey. The old version of Thomas, like, you have the atmosphere, the darkness. You can just play around. Nowadays, it's just boring and too, sugar-coated. Kids need to learn to be scared. And, hey, I'm a scare actor. I see parents bringing their kids to the attraction, which is so hyped up. Some of them have to be escorted because they're terrified. Yeah. Jesus. But, yeah. To tell you the truth, I can't decide which. I like them both. They're both my favorites. But let me know what you think on Percy's Ghostly Trick, or its original title, Ghost Train, and Duncan Gets Spooked. To me, I love them both. They're iconic. And if you like, I recommend these two episodes. Hey, there are people, if I had kids, I'm showing them the original versions of Thomas. Not this, the newer versions, but the old school. I'm talking about the ones from season 1 to 5. Say, wait, there are more. When I say seasons 1 to 5, that's when it was gold. After that, well, we all know what happened. But anywho, let me know in the comments down below what you think of these two episodes. Did you enjoy it? Did they scare the shit out of you when you first saw it when you was a kid? And you saw it on television? If you have the VHS, DVD, or a Blu-ray or a collector's edition, let me know in the comments down below what you think. And if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe, hit the bell, like this video. Until then, have a great night, happy Halloween, and stay spooky, my friends. Stay safe, peace out.